You are listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
What's going on, everybody? I don't even hear no cheers. You want to know why? You want to know why we're not hearing anything and you're hearing feedback? You can hear me on the other side of the walkway because you hear that? It said because again. It's because his headphones are so close to the microphone that you can hear me.
He don't be listening. He don't be listening. He don't be listening.
Welcome back.
It's okay. Everybody heard me twice.
As they should. Because they missed you last week. They needed to hear you twice.
Well, here's the point of view. For one, Jorge is no longer in the void. He's in the Latino void because he is in Colombia. So all this is being produced from a foreign land where the cocoa beans are just as rich as the cocaña.
Oh, wow.
James, I know you just got back as well, too. And, I think I asked the question previously before, but I'm going to ask the question again. You got some new frames? What's happening?
I'm not appreciating old age. So I was given my first eye exam since elementary school. And it turns out I cannot see close at all. I've been having trouble with these motherfuckers for a very long time. So it's about time I got them fixed. But I'm not getting adjusted to these things. I'm not.
I can tell. It looks uncomfortable.
It looks very uncomfortable. So I did.
Don't take them off. No.
Because I was writing and I wore them, and then we started. So that's exactly what happened. So
wow. I'm sorry.
Apologies to everybody up here. Mark, what's up? Everett, what's up? Biggs, what's up? I heard that a group chat started.
Let's get right into it.
There's a lot.
Let's get right into it.
So I was hip to some news that I really wasn't ready for. I did do my Fast Five homework, so I have that. But I was hip to some news about the last episode that I missed, and it. God, okay, Ralph, what happened again?
Tasked with homework, which is watching Flashpoint Paradox.
Okay, wait, but because people didn't hear that because it was very loud. You were tasked with watching Flashpoint Paradox, the great DC animated movie.
Not by Ralphie standards.
Why you hold on a second? Don't just.
I did my homework, like Everett. I did.
Don't answer the question like that. But and for y'all, it might be the greatest. For me, it wasn't. It wasn't. I beg to differ.
You probably already explained this.
I did.
He did. So, but you get to ask. The best part is you get to ask your questions.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. So
he's flabbergasted.
I am, because for one, I mean, everybody kind of like knows the story of certain comic book characters. One being the Flash, and the reason that he is what he is, and why he goes back in time, and certain things like why Barry pretty much goes back in time in the first place is because his mother was killed, and of course, being killed by Reverse Flash kicks off this whole certain thing. So when you're looking at the DC animated movie Flashpoint Paradox, and understanding that he had to go back in time, like, what about that did not run right with your mind?
I think the beginning part for sure, the start and settings of it just kind of jumped right into, we're in another parallel universe or whatever you want to call it. I didn't like that. I felt like and that's the reason why I had to watch it twice. I didn't watch it one time. I watched it twice for confirmation because I knew what I was watching. I said, something's wrong here. Let me rewind. Then I said, let me watch the whole thing entirely and then rewatched it because I didn't understand certain parts. And that allowed me to rewatch it again to understand certain parts as far as Thomas Wayne, Martha actually being Joker, me appreciating, like I said, Thomas Wayne's Batman versus Bruce Batman. That Batman is the Batman we deserve. Beat the shit.
Or because he murks the fuck out of people?
Exactly. We deserve that Batman. Not the, where is she? I don't need all that. I need I'm going to throw you off a balcony and just let you go. That's the type of Batman that I need. Thomas Wayne Batman.
So
What
that
else?
whole that beginning is what knocked off 2.5 points.
Yeah, because again, it just kind of jumped into a whole section where it was like, how did you even get here? I understood you ran, and then I hated it, and then I hated the ending. I felt the ending was very cliche, and then we landed to where we landed.
Scene?
Yeah,
The fight. You thought the fight was cliche.
the end part. Yeah,
I'm not saying nothing, Joe. You cook, James. Just cook.
No, well, obviously, all right. So Barry, of course, runs so far that he ends up in an alternate universe. You talked about it already. Thomas Wayne is the current Batman of that world. The Joker is Martha Wayne. The Superman is a scared, terrified, skinny-looking Superman, malnutrition,
that builds confidence. He
Dick
builds
Gregory
confidence.
drinking Superman.
Builds confidence.
The only person that actually like stayed the same within that universe is Cyborg. And even he gets mollywopped in the end.
I hated him. I find Cyborg so useless.
All right.
On a lot.
Because a lot of us have watched the DC animated universe, we understand that that's the starting point. So this runs all the way to Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War. So it's a chain of movies,
which I have to watch.
Which I'm pretty sure that Andre is sent to you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Again, I was already given a set of homework for this week, and then I'm pretty sure I'm moving on to whatever's next that you guys decide on throwing at me for next week's homework. So, but again, I don't want to get too involved with it because it's a very big week for
even to the point even to the point where Barry lost his powers, had to get them.
Yeah, he got shocked twice.
Yes, he did.
I didn't
because in both universes, Batman is still the smartest motherfucker out there. So he had to help Barry out with that one.
Yeah, Thomas was like, "You are crazy. You are crazy." Thomas didn't really want any real parts in that. He just kept saying, "You crazy." He said, "You crazy." That's all he really kept saying. So,
okay,
can we say Batman really got involved, or what? He's just kind of like, "No, you just crazy."
He forced his hand. Let's just saw that. The Atlantean Themyscira War. You didn't like that at all?
Oh yeah. So that's what the other thing I forgot to mention. I did like this dynamic of the whole, Aquaman was, messing with Wonder Woman type of thing, and then next, Wonder Woman, Aquaman's lady finds out.
They was boning.
That was, but then Aquaman's a bitch because he turned it back on the mistress. Don't do that. You got to own your mistakes. Own your mistakes.
Mira had to get got. Mira got sliced it did.
And that's that started the whole war because, again, you got from the side chick, and now you got to go and wipe out.
The one that is my wife. Okay.
But you out here tricking.
We over here boning. That's my wife.
You out here tricking. And to the
you gonna kill my wife?
He didn't learn his lesson. So now he gonna go out there and spark in war because the wife got.
That's how this whole thing went down. Now, also, did you appreciate the way that Wonder Woman stabbed them kids?
I mean,
of course he didn't.
She got rid of the Shazam family real quick. She was like, "Man, fuck this."
I mean, she was just doing what she needed to do. She's a woman scorned. That was a woman scorned. That's all I saw.
Shazam ain't do nothing wrong. All them kids.
Yeah, they gotta go. Ain't nothing to do.
She poked all them little kids.
It was a necessary evil to get to the point, which did not get to the point for me.
Oh my God, Ralph!
Bro, this is worse than last. This is worse than last week. I ain't gonna hold you.
It wasn't worse than last week. It was about.
That is definitely no. This is not even a 7.5 that you gave it.
Yeah, because I'm yet to hear anything that was good about it.
This is a 4. This is a 4. This is Sinners level right now.
I said it was a 6. If anything, I think it was a 6.
Wait. Like, Flashpoint? You said Flashpoint's a 6?
I think it was like a 6. I gave it a C.
Now it's a 6.
I just again.
Oh! Oh my God!
Before we continue, this wasn't. This wasn't my homework.
A 7.5 wasn't low enough. A 7.5 wasn't low enough.
James started pointing out some other obviouses where I was just like, again, it didn't really do that much to me. But this wasn't what my homework was.
Arguably the best DC animated film ever, and you give it a 6.
What about the one with Nightwing and Batman? Like, that one was dope as fuck. Was that Underneath the Red Hood? Wasn't that one? That one was a dope one.
That's not even a part of this. All right, but that's fine because that's a good.
Of course, it's a
great DC movie. So, but it's not.
That wasn't part of your homework.
Timeline of. All right.
I didn't want to revisit this. I didn't want to go ahead and revisit your angers.
Well, Facts wasn't here for this.
I wasn't here.
He deserves.
I wasn't here.
He deserves a rebuttal.
I didn't know that it was this bad. I gotta pray. Lord, can we watch over Ralphie?
I wasn't putting salt on the wound again. I was trying to change this Monday.
Lord, could you watch over Ralphie as he watches his nerd movies? Because right now his personality is skewed, Lord.
Unbelievable. I'm
not sure where he's going with this or how he's experienced the experiences that he's had, but to call a show or movie with the greatness of the Flashpoint Paradox almost
subjective,
next level abomination. Subjected, however you want to call it. Oh man, please,
dog. His score,
hands on him.
His score went down since last week.
Oh my god.
It's like critics. You get the first, and then you're like, no. But again, I didn't want to revisit this. This is exactly like.
Of course you don't want to revisit it. Of course you don't. This ain't beneficial for you. What are you talking about? This is hurting my feelings, Ralphie. You are hurting my feelings. I am hurt. I am distraught. I am sad. I'm upset, and I'm hurt.
The fact that I missed this for a week, I ain't have no clue until today.
Dog, there's a whole group chat dedicated that was called 7.5.
About to call it now 6.
Now it's just going to be called 6.
Now, would y'all like a Snickers bar? Y'all need a Snickers bar. I feel like a Snickers bar would be very, very beneficial right here.
I'm very disappointed.
I'm
now you're disappointed.
Yeah.
Now you're disappointed. Now you're disappointed.
Very disappointed.
He took a movie that everybody, us on the panel, viewers in the comments, recommended this movie for you. And at the very least, and I said it last week, at the very least, if you would have gave it a B, hey man, it was an A. If you would have gave it a B, I would have respected it.
I would have respected that. Yeah. And to be honest, a 7.5 is like a high C.
But
I gave it a 6. It's a D.
I can't do that. It wouldn't feel right in my bones.
But
anyway, that wasn't.
You sounded like you didn't like anything about this movie except for Batman murking people,
which was great. But again, the whole Aquaman, Wonder Woman, like Aquaman just turned into the bitch. Like I hated that because it was just like, come on, you knew what you did.
You got Facts balancing items on his head right now. He's going crazy.
And this might be the turning point that you might have needed in your life. This level of balance.
Well, wait. All right. So Ralphie, I gotta ask this one question.
Go ahead.
Because you watch a lot of anime.
Yes.
Is your mind skewed to the actual animation of anime, or were you really that perplexed by the storyline?
I was really perplexed.
Okay.
Right.
Again, I think there's ways to just move on and be better from this. Who knows? Maybe the next one might be the one that gets me. But as far as this one's concerned, this one kind of
look at Mark. Mark's like.
They say you can't be mad at him. Ralphie stands his ground on his decisions. So he's like, yeah.
The Monday Destroyer strikes again.
And I didn't want that. I wasn't trying to be like that. But I feel like I keep getting triggered back over here.
But I'm just amazed that you went from a 7.5 to now it's a 6.
All right, so
that's what I'm amazed by.
So you gotta he has to go down the timeline, so he's got to watch Justice League War next.
Oh,
do we even want to do that? That's what I'm asking. Why are we wasting our time?
Okay, yeah, because he was saying maybe I'll find one that like actually like works, but the thing is like I'm telling you, Ralphie, there is. Let me count this down. Hold on, because I got it up right here.
Yeah, by all means.
Hold on, player.
Just give me some faith.
Hold on, player. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 movies.
Holy shit.
You're at the beginning.
Yeah. I think we're going to need a week or two before you get into the next one.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not talking about shows. It's 16 movies.
Which is fine.
Find a little bit of time. Just 16 movies. I'm pretty sure you're gonna hate.
Don't put that on me. I'm not gonna hate. Was this a rough start? Yes, it was a rough rugged start, but there's always chance for improvement.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, the monologue was going to go like this until we brought that up. One is the movie Weapons is going to be #1 in the box office once again this week. It's a solid 25 million in the box office. Look, Ralphie's cracking the fuck up. Obviously, he said Everett said don't suggest anything. He even hated the best movie in his favorite franchise. This is true. Very true. That's Everett saying that. I, of course, had a chance to watch Weapons over the past weekend. I thought it was great because I appreciate the story, the modern day witch tale. And to be honest, what they're doing right now actually makes money and profitability because you're combining these production costs for these like low budget horror films, which are pretty. And I looked at the production cost for Weapons, and it was only $35 million. And then you're putting decent actors in it. Josh Brolin's in it, Thanos. You got Wong in it, and you got Shia LaBeouf, Julie Garner, Silver Surfer. So Shia LaBeouf's in it. So they put 3 decent actors in this movie with the production costs that they had, and it actually ended up being profitable already. So in 2 weeks, it's already profitable. So that ends up working out. So if there's anything to learn from this, we learned it from Ryan Coogler earlier this year with Sinners, that if you do low budget horror flicks and put namesake actors, you might just win on the profitability cases on movies. Which then leads to our question for today that we put up on Instagram and all of our socials is, has the movie theater experience lost its spark? And I say that because of the rewatchability of a lot of movies. So it seems as though it's not only just us talking about comic book movies all the time. It's just movies in general. Of course, we are outside of the DVD market. We're in the streaming market. A lot of people are not necessarily saying, hey, I watched that movie 7 times already. You know, there's been a complete dive after COVID of the movie theater experience. So we will get into that later. But also, outside of the homework that Ralphie had last week, I was actually tasked because last week I missed a week, but I was tasked to watch Fast 5. And I gotta say, I don't know why y'all made me watch this movie,
but you did.
But I did, and I was reminded of the ridiculousness of this franchise wholeheartedly. That I don't want to apologize for it,
but you don't have to. You don't have to.
Okay, all right. My wild guess is that everybody has watched the Fast and Furious franchise. I stopped watching after what was it? The Fast and the Furious. Was that 4?
So
4?
That was Fast. The Fast and the Furious is 1. Fast and Furious is 4, and then it's Fast 5.
which is also corny. All right, so
Wow.
the Fast and the Furious, and then it's Too Fast, Too Furious, and then
Right.
it's
Then it's Tokyo Drift.
and then
Right.
it's
There you go.
Fast and
Fast
Furious,
and Furious.
and this one is called Fast Five.
You're catching on. You're catching on.
I'm not catching on because I don't want to catch on anymore. And the thing is, you know what? You know what's going to be funny? I'm gonna watch the rest of them.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch the rest. But
Yes.
here's my whole thing about Fast Five. And I'm sorry that Andre's not here. What he said? What did Hunter Iggy say? He said, "What are your thoughts about James Gunn's Superman movie doing $595 million?" We talked about a question that we brought up on the when the Superman dropped. That we asked the question: Is this Superman movie relevant, even if it doesn't make the money that Man of Steel made? And to be honest, for it to make $595 million just before it went into digital release, I say that's fucking fantastic.
I think it's great.
I think it's great that Superman movie did that.
Don't you think it's great, Haas? Because I think it's great.
You went mute, Haas.
That what?
That last question down there at the bottom. It says, "What are your thoughts on James Gunn's Superman movie doing $595 million?" Now, it went to digital release, so
yeah. Like I said before, the amount of money is not really all that important because of the lack of trust over the years with some DC films, some Superman films in particular. But it did outshine Fantastic Four is not going to catch up.
no, it's not.
So the head-to-head matchup between Marvel and DC has happened, and for the first time in quite a long time, quite possibly about 17 years, we have got a DC superhero film to be the highest grossing superhero film of the year. Now, there was another year where Birds of Prey was out, but that was the only other movie superhero flick that year, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, it's going to be Superman as the highest grossing film in the genre. So it's a total success. It's a big time win. The money is expected. The money
here's another point to that. Even though it's all right, so Man of Steel did 670 mil total, but Superman domestic box office surpasses Man of Steel's. So it won over here, didn't win over there. Where the other one won over there, didn't win over here. So
listen, man. Who needs to be disappointed is Marvel. That's who needs to be disappointed. Because
and that's why we're talking about this. Yes.
Yeah, that's who needs to be disappointed because they really did come out with a really good
marketing campaign
with Fantastic Four.
Yep.
The problem is, again, and I brought it up before, there was trust issues with previous entries in the franchise. A couple of rebrands. Some movies definitely sucked. And it was like a wait and see, along with how the track record of the MCU is right now.
And the movie's actually good.
So
when we watch Marvels and we were like, it's good. Just ain't nobody else buying that shit.
Yeah. So it's just like I'm glad we got two really good films. The money's not gonna show in that, but it's I think what Fantastic Four has done is prepare everybody for some new for the new films coming out, Spider-Man, then Doomsday, and then Secret Wars, that we're gonna get good films. At least the next three are gonna be good. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, the thing is,
it's almost impossible to fuck these three up.
But there's now a trust issue because you actually made a decent film that nobody came.
No, it's not a trust issue. What's going to happen? The word of mouth. Like, people are going to watch it at home and realize, yo, it's a good film. Blah 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 blah. They'll be ready.
Yeah.
Hey, they didn't want to take the chance, man. They didn't want to go to the movie theater to take the chance to actually go see it. And I'm not mad at people. You know what? I'm not mad because Marvel was getting away, giving us the bullshit, and it finally bit them in the ass.
Yep. And once again,
what do you want, Ralphie?
I'm just kind of saying, like, that kind of brings us into what our main topic is, because again, you're saying that this movie and it kind of bit them in the ass. Like, doesn't that just take away from what going to the movies is all about? Like, are we just specifically just waiting for like one movie to pop off and then we'll be like we're there versus like, let's say like another classic that just came out for nostalgia, like Freaky or Friday. Again, how do I know this? Is because, again, it's been advertised, it's been marketed, but like, you just mean to say like people aren't going to the movie theaters for anything else outside of that? We're just waiting. We've just been deceived so much. We're just like, fuck the movies. We'll just wait till it comes on Disney.
No, it's not that, dog. It's so to go to the movies, right? To go to the movies, it costs X amount of dollars, right? And if you got a family, you got to bring a family. So you kind of can't miss. Like, you can't go to the movies and catch a bad movie. It's a bad investment.
Madam Web did it.
So, and then when you're going to the movies, right? People are gonna lean more to the action flicks because of the whole experience. Like, if you're paying for your family to go see, you need a whole experience.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the climate of hip hop right now. It's like, I don't listen to lyricism. I want to listen to the rap music that's a vibe.
Yeah, but that's really what it is in this climate, because it's so many more ways to watch movies at home now, and people got their own theater systems and all kinds of stuff, and it's just like, you can have that experience at home really with most movies, right? So it's like Marvel fucked up with this oversaturated content that they were giving us and not giving us. See, you could oversaturate the content if it was great. They were oversaturating stuff and it was not good. Mm-hmm. And that was the problem.
Is the expectation for everything to be great?
And the shows didn't help because they was just throwing shows together. All right.
The Disney Plus thing is a failed experiment.
It is. Oh, nobody knows who Moon Knight is, but it says Marvel, so they'll come out, they'll watch it. Nobody knows who Echo is, they'll watch it. Nobody knows who Ironheart is, they'll watch it. Nobody knows who Agatha is. People did watch, but shit, they're gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's crazy. You just can't. They were riding high and they were greedy. So now it's biting them in the ass. You came out with damn near masterpiece with Fantastic Four, and nobody came to see the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Andre.
It's Ralph Watson. 6.
Oh my God, Dre, you gonna be pissed. I'm gonna let facts tell you though. I'm gonna let facts tell you because I'm not.
All right. So,
I said enough last week.
Yeah, Andre, I wasn't here last week, so I had to experience what Andre. Andre, I had to experience what Ralphie's take on Flashpoint Paradox was, and all in all, he has refurbished his score. He is now at a 6, and
Andre about to take them salutes away. He gave you a double salute.
He did give you a double.
He's taking at least one of them away, probably both.
Yeah.
I don't know why we keep reopening this wound. We have to move forward.
No, man.
You hurt people's feelings, and you don't feel no responsibility for that.
Definitely hurt mine.
No accountability at all. You're just a meanie.
I don't think I am being accountable by telling you up front what it is. And again, I didn't want to open this wound, especially since Dre just arrived here. What's going on, brother Dre? How are you?
He ain't gonna be your brother no more.
All right.
Do you hold? I don't want to get back into it because I was like, do you hold this? Do you hold this in comparison to another animated movie that you might compare this to and give a better score of? Is there?
No, I'm in the whole totality of the film, and again, the movie. I watch it, and it just keeps bringing this up. I'm watching the totality. Okay, again, we're moving on from this because again, I still have some other stuff which might doomsday the rest of this. I still have to go through that, and then we'll see how the next, I guess, a part of this ensemble list. That I'll see how it goes. You can only go up from here.
Can you?
Oh my God! Look at Dre, man. He said a 6. Whose man is this?
Oh my God.
In all caps, by the way. In all caps. In all caps.
Just doesn't seem to end. They keep opening this room. We're moving forward.
Yes. Hunter, I did see your other comment. You said you think the James Gunn Superman movie will not stop making money, even in theaters or on digital. That's a fact. Now, the thing is, people have the ability to buy Superman because it's now available on digital. They can buy it themselves without it being on streaming. The thing is, we used to own things. We used to own DVDs. Streaming will only get you but a service of waiting for it to come on streaming that you're already paying a monthly allowance on for you to watch it continuously. So it's not necessarily the same as you purchasing it and owning it.
That's the same way when I say about the Fast and Furious, the saga that I have. I have it basically 1 through 9. I'm about to find 10. But that's I own that franchise. You know what I'm saying? I have it physically. Versus like again, the streaming services. I can cut that joint off tomorrow, but then what am I missing? I might be missing out on some good quality content. I could be missing out on Justice League Paradox.
Look, and that's the Justice League Paradox. You call it Justice League Paradox. It's Flashpoint Paradox.
You know what the hell I was talking about.
You don't even know what goddamn movie you watched, and you gave it a 6, and you described it as a 4.
We're moving forward. Again, moving forward.
You moved backwards in time, Barry.
That's shows you that I'm a part of the whole,
definitely in the alternate universe.
Oh my God, man, this is ridiculous. In the worst way.
So I talked about it before, but I was also given homework because of the Fast Five.
Listen.
So Andre, y'all, the people that have watched what he said, facts. Ralphie is moving like Paul Walker in the first Fast and the Furious, a real Brian O'Connor.
Don't worry about it, kid. Don't worry about it, kid.
That was so horrible. Okay, so look, for anybody that has ever watched this podcast, you know my disdain for the Fast and the Furious franchise. I don't like it. I stopped watching after the 4th movie. So because of that, I had to watch the 5th movie, Fast 5. As a matter of fact, did you say the first 5 movies again? It's Fast and
Furious.
2 Fast, 2 Furious.
There you go.
Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm.
Fast and Furious.
There you go.
And Fast 5.
Okay.
That Ralphie completely disrespected a few weeks ago.
Okay, so here's my. All right, for one, can I say this? He said, "Did you see the review video I sent you?" Andre, I did watch that video, and the funny thing is, he sent. All right, so Andre sent me a video on YouTube.
What did he send you?
He sent me this this collective of people that watch the movies and like kind of give like a real crazy ass fucking review of it. I gotta actually like look it up because it was
okay.
To be honest, it was funny as shit what he sent me.
It is.
So it was made by the people of what is this fucking thing? Space Ice. Space Ice Reality for Nerds. Fast 5 is the best movie ever. So they're giving you their whole thing about Fast 5, and it actually elaborated for me to watch this movie more because I hadn't watched it until he like kind of like sent this. I was like, all right, let me just watch this shit.
Yeah,
just to be disappointed.
Which came to my conclusion that this whole fucking story is unnecessary. And I'll tell you why.
I'm listening.
All right, first and foremost, because I had to write this shit down. Dom, Brian, and Mia calling down to all their buddies to create this team and everything like that. So there's this guy, Reyes, right? Do y'all remember this? Y'all remember Reyes? Okay. Yes. So they trick him into putting all his money in one place, which as a criminal is dumb as shit. They even go to the lengths trying to figure out how to break into the police station, including stealing 4 cars that no one ever seems to notice are missing. 4 police cars. He said, "What was Fast 5 when Letty came back?"
Nah, that's 6.
No, that's 6. Yeah, it's 6. Okay, so the other thing is about this shit is that all right, I'll even cut to the end. They really just had The Rock bust in with a truck, knock a hole in the wall, then they jerked it out with cars, not the truck. So that move meant that the whole process of bringing in the team, blowing up the sewers to hide the camera, and then repairing the drywall so that nobody noticed, racing the new cars, practicing to beat the cameras, all irrelevant. Dom and Brian could have done it themselves, just trading one of them $200,000 cars for a big ass truck. That's all they had to do.
But that's way too simple. That's the thing. That was way too simple. You see, the thing is like you steal 4 cars that you never see in the movie ever again. By the way, you steal 4 cars you never see. You have 2 new Chargers that I guess that's where they invested their money in. And then yes, you still get The Rock's big ass truck, which apparently just go through walls. Because basically all movie, The Rock has been going through walls.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're making that argument for everything that I just said, because of course, for shock value and entertainment and action, that probably gives you a lot of balance. But can I also say, why did Dom get 25 years in maximum security prison for stealing DVD players?
Well, I mean, he was on the run, you know. Basically, you on the run for years.
They sentenced
but he broke out of prison. He had priors.
25 years for DVDs.
He was beating up truck drivers.
Yeah,
because he crippled a man. Wait. All right. So in the beginning, Reyes, he really just wanted the chip from the CD player. If y'all remember that, right? It was inside of the GT40 that the CD player was in. So all right, if that's the case, why wouldn't he have told the crew up front that they could have had the cars as long as he got the chip? Because you can have 4 of the cars. I just want this one.
But that's the thing. You're taking away from what the premise is, because now it becomes a curiosity thing. So you're saying we can take more. So this chip is worth more than just these cars. I don't want just the cars. I want more. That's what thievery is all about. It's not just DVDs anymore.
This was dumb as shit.
All right. What do you score this? Because that's enough.
It's a 2. It's a
what?
It's a what? It's a 2. And I'm honest about that answer. It's a fucking 2.
Your review and your answer is so biased.
It's a 2.
It is your hate for the franchise. You can't respect it. You can't respect that movie for being in a ridiculous universe made for us to be entertained. You are taking this universe way too seriously.
It's stupid.
You are purposely not having
a good time.
I'm
the bad one. But I'm the bad one.
Show enough said it's a 2 out of 2. I said this shit is like, a 2.
I'm the bad one.
But in all, see, and in the immortal words of the dude that played Red in Friday, but he said this in House Party 3, I expected this from you riffraff. I knew that we was going to get a terrible score from you today, so I'm not even shocked.
No, you shouldn't be shocked.
I'm not, because you hate this franchise.
I can't stand this franchise.
You hate this franchise. But I do got something for you, Facts. It's your turn now. So, last week, Ralphie did a couple of last man standings. This week, it's Grandmaster Facts. And Grandmaster Facts, you will be attacking 80s cartoons. Ooh. So, you will be going, it's a one-on-one. So, you just be ready. All right. All you have to do is pick one against the other. Yes, this is you.
I gotta be ready right now.
This is all you. Absolutely.
You just said 80s cartoons.
80s cartoons.
So I basically get to do Transformers versus Thundercats.
You listen to the battle. All right. You just listen to the battle. I'm gonna give you the verses, and whoever wins, they're gonna be in the next round. So just listen. All right. First up, He-Man versus DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Woo! DuckTales.
Don't nobody want to see fucking Moss Man and Man of Arms.
Man of Arms.
Man of Arms and shit. That shit is homoerotic.
It is, man. It was great when I was 3, though. But then you get older, you're like, ugh,
Yeah,
what happened?
DuckTales. Scrooge.
All right.
Scrooge could swim through gold, man. That motherfucker had
Baby, from gold,
straight up
gold. All right, good. DuckTales
from Scrooge. There was problems.
DuckTales or Gem?
DuckTales. Gem and the Holograms? No. DuckTales.
They were a great band though. DuckTales or Voltron?
Voltron.
Voltron or Denver the Last Dinosaur?
Voltron.
Voltron.
I'm actually
or the Care Bears. Or the Care Bears.
You mean the motherfuckers that shoot love from their chest, right?
Care Bears and the Care Bear cousins.
Care Bears stare. Voltron.
Voltron. All right, bet. Voltron or G.I. Joe?
Do I have to
Voltron or G.I. Joe?
All right, just because of Cobra. La, 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 la. G.I. Joe.
Right on. G.I. Joe or the Smurfs?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe or Transformers?
Transformers.
And finally, Transformers or Thundercats?
See, it's so fucking tough.
Drum roll.
That is just a tough one, man. But I gotta give it to fucking Transformers.
Transformers.
It's Transformers.
Last man standing.
And to be honest, Thundercats is number 2.
Thundercats is super dope, but Transformers.
Look,
Transformers is the GOAT.
For one, all right,
is the GOAT.
if anybody is watching, there is going to be there are Thundercats comic books, and there's a Pantharo issue 1 that's going to drop like next month. I'm picking that shit up because for one, Pantharo is a black man with nunchucks. Let's just put that out there. That's happening.
Pantharo was low key my favorite character.
That was my favorite character. Straight up.
That was like somebody. That's somebody.
Straight up. This is the oldest dude on the boat. He ain't put up with no shit.
No.
All he wanted to do was fix the car.
Yeah.
All he ever did. He's the old man mechanic. Y'all hurry up over there. At the carburetor.
But no, that was good, man. You was stumped a few times. I like that. That was good. You did good with that. So anybody out there, if you got any more last man standing subjects, put them in the comments. We'll work on it and we'll do it next week.
Hold up, Andre. There's Transformers comic books too that are way better than the Thundercats comics.
Yeah.
Them shit are amazing.
Yeah, they're tough.
And yes,
super tough.
Pantharo was voiced by Cliff Huxtable's dad on The Cosby Show.
Very true.
Very true.
Very true. Very true.
Fun fact. Indeed. All right. So, what is it? Also, first 2 episodes of Alien Earth that dropped on FX.
Okay.
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. There's only been 2 so far, and they drop every Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm. So tell us about it.
So the premise of this story, and for anybody that is out there listening, for one, okay, this is something that Disney's been doing because they've acquired 20th Century Fox. The 2 biggest franchises that 20th Century Fox had, aside from the comic book properties that they took over and just merged into the MCU, were the Predator series, the Predator franchise, and the Alien franchise. So now look, Predator has already had an animated show. They've already had a made-for-TV movie with Prey for FX. So that's already been 1. And then now with Alien Earth, the premise of this, and this is only for people that do deep dives into the Alien franchise, is the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, which is basically the corporation that's been sending spaceships into space to recover specimens, namely the xenomorphs, bring them back to Earth to do experiments on them. So the name Weyland, if you watch Prometheus, is the old guy played by Guy Pearce, who wanted to find the engineers. And then ultimately that whole debacle happens where they discover a xenomorph there and then all that shit breaks loose. The big thing about this is that the Weyland-Yutani Corporation is going up against another corporation, which is the Prodigy Corporation. Now, the other big thing about the Alien franchise is the use of synthetics. If anybody remembers Bishop from the Alien series, Prodigy Corporation makes synthetics. Now, we never knew how they made those synthetics, those AI, artificial technology looking androids, how they made those. How they make them is in this show. And it's actually kind of fucking wild. So they take kids who are terminally ill and then they remove their consciousness, put them in synthetics. So every single one of these synthetics that we see, those androids that we see, are really terminally ill, cancer-stricken kids, removing their consciousness and putting them into those bodies. So when we saw Bishop, at one point in time, you're thinking to yourself, he used to be like a cancer-stricken kid that was put into his body. Yes, Andre, I'm an Aliens fan. And you got to check out the Transformers comics. The ones for Image, the ones for Skybound Image. Daniel Warren Johnson. Yes. So go see that.
Also, in other news, Twisted Metal also dropped 2 additional episodes, by the way.
Man, fuck that show.
How was Anthony Mackie doing, man?
I'm playing. I'm joking.
No, but for real, he's actually doing very, very well. And I do believe, like I said, there's going to definitely be another season.
Another season?
But for a video game,
metal?
I could definitely, this video game franchise movie is actually doing very, very well. And for a script that has, like you said, for what it's worth, has different stories, but it's just, it all blends together. So they dropped 2 episodes not too long ago, and for what it's worth, quite entertaining.
All right. What? Good news.
See?
Big said Twisted is good in my book.
There you go.
Good God, man. So,
see?
For anybody that does not know, Peacemaker season 2 starts on the 21st. So we only got a few days. We will be covering this next week.
Guess we will.
Oh, this is Haas's favorite comic book TV show. So
listen, man, we're gonna have a lot of fun covering this shit.
Oh, also, it's literally timeline wise directly after the events of Superman,
which is fantastic, and we get to see
Guy Gardner and Hulk in the series.
Yep, in the Justice Gang.
Mm-hmm. So if you're thinking that like Gunn doesn't have like things kind of like worked out after Superman, he's already doing it.
Yeah.
So if Superman's going to digital, you already have something that's going to be on streaming that was already a movie for DC, and then it's going to pivot into an 8-issue series on HBO Max.
Yeah, man. So everybody gotta watch Peacemaker, man. And if you haven't watched Peacemaker yet, you need
season 1 is amazing.
Watch season 1. You got to watch season 1. First of all, the quality is fantastic. It's stupid hilarious, and the plot of the whole series is literally fantastic. Like, it is a good plot. It's, even though, see, people keep hearing, oh, it's so funny, blah 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 blah, but it's a great plot. It's a good story. Y'all gonna like it, man. So definitely check it out if you haven't already, and then be ready for season 2 with the rest of us, man. We're gonna cover it for sure.
Damn. So big the Dexter, yes. Dexter new show is good in my book too. So yes. So we're gonna get into these comments. Has the movie theater experience lost its spark? Because we wanted to talk about the fact that this year has kind of been a revelation of first week sales and the drop off into second week sales, and why we have not seen anything that was even blatantly good being deemed as rewatchable, whether it be second week, third week, so on and so forth. It doesn't seem like the experience of going to the movie theater regularly is a thing anymore. And Haas actually alluded to it earlier, who generally just wants to look at a review and be like, I don't, now they're almost playing double dutch on whether to go or not, because they don't want to see something bad. They're already thinking about it negatively before they even go into the theater.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So, Jorge, what you got for us? I heard people got Bibles and shit.
This is crazy.
Yep. All right, here we go.
So for one, it says, has the movie theater experience lost its spark? No, the people making the movies lost their spark. Say it louder for the people in the back. There go Andre.
Andre, man. He just be all over the place.
He said, still not true. Tons of incredible filmmakers out there. You guys are critical of what comes out, but never show love to the films that deserve it. And he was like, I do actually. I enjoyed Mickey 17. So did I. Sinners, so did I. Ralphie didn't. Honey, didn't. No, I don't know about that one. No, he said, Honey, don't. And many others. Majority of trash nowadays are sequels and remakes, and you can't say I'm wrong. Okay. What you got next, Jorge? The quality of movies has gone down, CGI, and the cost of theaters has gone up. I say this as an AMC Stubs member that frequently goes and watches the AMC Dolby theaters. And then Zero said, I don't think that's true. You aren't taking into account where film has come from. Movies can't be made by anyone. There's good, bad, terrible, amazing, game-changing, all the above. What you mostly see is what Hollywood wants you to see. And on occasion, indie films that are trying to build. But they don't sell writer's strike, COVID, current economy, all the reasons why movies aren't necessarily making as much money anymore, not just the quality of films. Was it Mark said James Gunn stated a while back that every show, movie, video game tie together in his storyline. It started with Creature Commandos. Yeah, I'm liking what James is doing. I'm the Creature Commandos, Superman, and if Peacemaker 2 is anything, if not more, like season 1, it's going to be a banger.
Yeah. Matter of fact, season 2 is going to be a multiverse story.
Pretty much.
So
Ellsworth.
That's going to be interesting.
As someone who goes pretty frequently, it's definitely become a situation where most people don't care about anyone else in the theater. Try and go during the week and early in the day when people at work and kids at school, and with prices feel most people would rather pay for it from comfort of their own home. There was a time I'd see a movie a few times if it was good in the theater. Now, once in a while, it just stopped. They turned it. He said they turned it into a lounge with all these couches and beds and shit. The movies themselves are more political and social than good. All in all, not what I grew up with. Jimmy says not fully, but theaters aren't as packed anymore. I was at Superman opening weekend and there was a dude sleeping, snoring at the very beginning of the movie. Said it lost its quiet. People think they're in their own living rooms and won't shut up.
That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
Damn. This is all Facebook?
Yeah, dog. People, listen. There's an interesting question this week.
Have so much to say about this topic. It is a bit of both. Oh, this is Cindy.
Hey,
okay.
Cindy. Oh, Everett's in it? Okay. We got.
He's the original.
Of course,
films.
Andre.
Yep. Original films rarely get marketed anymore. And then when they are, people think everything sucks. Everyone is a critic all of a sudden. People are just wanting to go for whatever is trending. And yes, it is a lot more expensive, but going to the movies was always a luxury. Not everyone was able to go every week. People would have to wait on HBO or Showtime to have a movie available. And Everett, not at all. Experiencing a movie at the theater is still an awesome experience. This is the reason why they bring old classics back to the theaters. The issue is that there aren't many great movies, and when one is released, it is streaming within a couple months, which favors many people financially. True. What is it? Went to a movie, had my seat taken by a lady that told me she couldn't go to her seat because she was handicapped, and it wasn't even in the handicap row. And then proceeded to have a full-blown conversation with her grandchild during 5 to 10 different scenes. You should have fucked her up, David. All right. Andre, motherfuckers don't got no goddamn.
Why? Hold on, dog. Hold on. Don't read that, dog. This thing really came out like Tupac and hit him up.
Motherfuckers don't got no goddamn money to be going to no movie ticket, especially when the price of a movie ticket is now $15. And the stale ass popcorn and the drinks come out to be $25. And I'm sure these economists who deal with consumer spending will blame the people who are actually broke instead of their greedy ass corporations. I had to put on my Tracy Morgan for that one.
I enjoy
Oh
the
my
popcorn.
God.
Don't talk about the popcorn. I enjoy all of the popcorn.
Do you like popcorn?
I really do. I'm a big popcorn connoisseur.
Oh, I'm big popcorn. Yeah, I'm big on popcorn, bro. That's part of the movies. That's part of the movie
Yeah.
experience.
Part of the movie experience.
You smell that popcorn. It's listen, man. Yeah, and Ralphie, I don't expect you to remember. What year were you born?
87.
80s.
Yeah. So you're not gonna remember. But facts, you remember when that first Batman
came out.
89 one, a whole experience.
We were down the block. Like you couldn't go in the theater.
Yeah,
like
a
it
whole
was
experience.
three
A whole
blocks.
experience.
First off, if you went to the Wildwood Boardwalk, because I lived in Cape May during that time, where we grew up at, they were giving out Batman medallions. There was pictures.
I didn't even get the medallion.
Yeah,
I didn't get the medallion.
It was what was it, 16 by 24 big poster frames of Michael Keaton with the Gatling gun. Bro.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Do you remember the trailer? The trailer.
Oh my God, yeah.
The trailer was Jack Nicholson pulling out the long gun and blowing up the Batwing. That
so that's
jump.
Listen, man. I think this is the difference to where we at today. Back then and up to COVID, basically. You got the trailers got you super pumped up and excited. When you got to the movie, when you got to the theater, there was a buzz. Like you could feel the energy, no matter how old you were. You knew you were about to experience something incredible, right? And then when you watch something incredible, you're in front of the theater. You might see people you know, and everybody's talking about it. Blah 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 blah. Nowadays, man, I come out of films and they could be really good. There's no one to be found. No one to talk
nobody
to.
to talk about
no
it.
one to share. Yeah, nobody to talk.
Nobody to share nothing with.
Right.
We just exit out.
And nowadays, like they're going hard with the popcorn buckets and stuff. That's just not happening. That's not helping, man. It's just not. It's not the same, man. Like you waited like those months leading up to that first Batman, that 89 Batman. Like it was just I can't wait. And then we had that same feeling with Infinity War, man. Damn, I can't wait. Damn, I can't wait. Damn, I can't wait. Damn,
everybody dead. I can't wait.
Damn, I can't wait. Damn,
I know all these niggas coming back, but I can't wait.
I can't wait, man. And it was just like ever since, No Way Home was COVID. The last one. It was literally the last one that really got people like really, really, and not just excited. I want to watch it again. Oh, we got to go watch it again. Oh, we got to go watch it again. Oh, we got to go watch it again. So since then, we really haven't had a film that people really, 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 really want to go watch it more than twice. Oh yeah, barely once. So that's the interesting thing about Spider-Man, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. The franchises themselves, Spider-Man and the Avengers. Yeah, those franchises themselves, even though we haven't seen those movies in a while, it's still like, oh, it's an Avengers film. Even to the casual person, it's an Avengers film or it's a Spider-Man film. Bro. So the people are going to come out, but are we going to get that buzz? Mm-hmm. Are we going to get that rewatchability? Are these movies going to live to the standard and keep making multiple billions of dollars in the box office? That's the question. It's not. Are these movies going to be good? They're going to be good. They're going to be great. Mm-hmm. But are people going to come out like they used to? Right. Prior to the last Spider-Man movie.
There's a lot more people that just aren't as social anymore. As a matter of fact, they just don't come out anymore. I think Infinity War and Endgame were the last time that I went to the movies and I could not get the seat that I wanted. So oh my God, I watched Infinity War from the corner. I was over here like this.
Yeah. You one other movie that people may have forgot or underrated its theater experience was Scream 2. Because listen to this. Scream 2, and these are the theaters I went to. First of all, I was still in high school at the time. I was like a sophomore.
Yeah, I'm listening now.
Everybody and their mama in every high school went to that shit. So that Friday night, no, I mean, when I tell you, it wasn't just sold out. Me and a whole bunch of other people were sitting on the stairs. That was crazy. The lead up, because everybody seen Scream 1, and not everybody seen Scream 1 in the theaters. Okay. Everybody seen Scream 1 at home.
I get what you're saying. Part.
So now Scream 2 comes out, and everybody's rushing to it.
Right.
The whole weekend is crazy. Like these are the experiences that we used to have in the theater. We're not getting those anymore.
And that's a good experience. I could tell you an underrated gem of a movie that had a lot of motherfuckers in the movie theater. And you wouldn't even guess it.
Oh, I want to know. What is it?
It was The One with Jet Li.
Oh.
That alternate universe movie. I went. Mm-hmm. I think I might have went opening week, and I was in Texas.
All right,
and I was like, "Why are there so many motherfuckers in this movie theater?"
And it was packed.
It was
packed.
So much so that at the end of the movie, there's this one. I guess I don't know if people have watched the one with Jet Li, but there's one scene at the end of the movie where Jet Li is sent to a prison planet, and there's a set of steps going all the way to the top, and it was like, "Oh, you got a pretty mouth," and he was like, "I am one Lee. I am nobody's bitch." He literally says it just like that. He says it just like that. I'm serious as hell. Jet Li says, "I am one Lee. I am nobody's bitch." The second he said that and started fighting these motherfuckers in this prison planet, somebody brought champagne in the movie theater and popped the cork. It was like spraying it in the crowd.
Wow.
Bro, like it was an event.
Wow.
What bootleg place did you go to? What?
Bro, I was in a movie theater in San Antonio, Texas, watching The One. And for some odd ass reason, it was packed.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing. Like, something like if the Raid ever came out in theaters like it should have.
Right.
If the first Raid would have came out in theaters instead of being overseas in Indonesia, that shit would have made millions.
Crazy.
Listen, man. Listen. One thing about that too. You know, big time movies, even up into
action flicks.
Big time movies. Up until like basically the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. Up until that point, you had to get tickets in advance. Like if you wanted, like you said, you wanted your seat or some shit like that, you had to get when the tickets went on sale.
You had to get them shits.
You had to get them. So there was multiple times I had to tickets on sale. I got to get them now.
And that's the thing. That was another thing. Accessibility. Because now the second they drop, you can just go on your phone and get your tickets. Before you had to go to the movie.
Oh, I went. Yeah, I drove.
With the shit.
Hey, man, I need these tickets. I need these seats. And that's part of the experience, man.
Yeah,
like, that's the experience.
You had the game plan for everything.
Yeah, that's part of the experience, and that's what we're missing, man. That's what we're missing. Like I said, it was really, 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 really No Way Home. We thought we was gonna get that with the second Doctor Strange movie, but ever since then, man, we haven't got anything like that.
Yeah, we haven't had an experience-driven film.
Yeah, so I would love, and it sucks because we brought up the other movies earlier. I would have loved for Superman to do better, but I knew Superman was going to do like it was. I am a little surprised that at Fantastic Four not getting up to 500 million.
Yeah,
I'm a little surprised by that.
Shocked.
500 million. Now 500 million. I mean, for Fantastic Four being a more well-known franchise than the Thunderbolts, that should have did at least 500 million. I don't think it's ever going to get there. They should have at least hit that mark. So, but it's not because of what kind of quality film it was. It's like I said, it's part of the state of where we're at with the movies. It's part of that distrust that Marvel has right now with the fans. It's part of that wait and see. Like we want to see a good one before we start spending our money on a good one, or at least we're going to be sure about it. So, what this new Spider-Man, brand new day, with its marketing, that marketing, even though it is Spider-Man, that marketing is going to be huge because what Marvel and Sony are going to want to do, they're going to want, first of all,
oh man,
if,
bro,
yeah,
they're throwing a book at this Spider-Man one. It's Punisher
listen,
and the Hulk is in it.
Yeah, Far From Home made over $1 billion. No Way Home is made right under $2 billion. So there's no excuse for it. Has the hardest album cover out. There's no reason for that film not to do over $1 billion, and they need it. That has to happen. They need people to rewatch that film. So I can't wait to see how they're gonna market it.
Last 2 comic book movies to hit $1 billion. One of them, of course, was Spider-Man: No Way Home, and the other one was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Telling you. Oh, you know what? That was. Excuse me. I want to give props to Deadpool and Wolverine. That was an experience. That's one of. That was the last experience. So that I keep because it was so recent and I kind of like whatchamacallit, that was the last experience because that was the experience and people did rewatch that film many a times and it was a big time thing. So props to Deadpool and Wolverine. That was a great film and that was the last really true experience as far as the masses. Now Sinners is a different type of experience because
I rewatch value. That was rewatch value. I went twice.
Yeah, crazy, right? The only thing is Sinners wasn't a huge franchise, so you had to. It was basically word of mouth. Like, yo, this movie is the shit. This movie is the shit. You need to watch it. So it made a ton of money from what their marketing and their budget. It made a ton of money for them. As far as the and not for nothing, it made it's. I mean, for it being the movie that it was compared to Brave New World and Thunderbolts, and I guess Fantastic Four. Now that we're talking about it, like very comparable for a franchise that didn't get a lot of money in its budget, that isn't a well-known franchise at all. It is brand new, and basically word of mouth got its numbers up. So if you're Marvel and you're putting X amount of money into marketing and merchandise, and you want merchandise to be purchased and all this in the fifth, and you see first of all a director and an actor from one of your franchises just do wonders with a tiny budget.
I look at that. I look at the Andre.
Y'all can't double what they're doing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Andre said that my wife called Sinners a musical documentary, and I told her Ralphie gave it a mid score.
Oh my God! You see what you do to people's homes, Ralphie. Do you see what you do? You just ruin. Ruin lives.
We totally forgot because we've been talking too much. Ralphie got a list.
He has a list.
He has a list of the Spider-Man movies.
So I'm sorry, y'all. But see, this is what happens, Ralphie. When you give us the bullshit, we forget about your goddamn homework. It's time for Ralphie's homework, y'all.
All right. You guys know this beautiful segment is either you're going to get pissed off or you might actually be okay with me. But either which way.
Wait. Well, first off, is this a top 10?
No, this one now is Spider-Man.
There was a 10 film.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah. And this is the live action movies, Ralphie. We can't compare it to the animated. Because
3 Tobey Maguires, 2 Andrews, and 3.
Yeah, the animated ones are a different animal. We can't compare it right now.
Oh, we can't.
Not on this list.
We're not doing animated ones.
No.
I just did live
action. Just the live action.
I did live actions.
The animated ones are a different animal.
So, as per usual in this segment, I am tasked with homework. If you're those that are new here, if not, you're either going to be pissed off with me or, hey, listen, we might actually be on the right course. So, obviously, it's the Spider-Man ratings. So, this is rated the best to worst and also with the scaling from 1 to 10 as well.
Wait, are you starting at the top again? Can you start at the bottom? Because I want to feel good at the end.
All right. Well, we're starting at the bottom. Okay. Starting from the worst to the best.
I want to feel good at the end.
Yes, bring on your glasses. So, starting off and rounding off with the Spider-Mans. The very first one is Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. So that one starts as the worst for me. That one I gave a 7. So that was a respectable 7, but that was the worst one for me.
Facts, you keep the score?
Yep.
Moving on.
Okay.
Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, when we had basically Trover Grace, whatever. He turned into Venom in that whole ordeal. It was cool at that time. Me rewatching it, I could really care less for it. But I give it a 7 as well, too. I felt like that was an even score because, again, I still like Spider-Man. And I just kind of kept it relatively even there. Moving forward, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I gave that one a...
All right.
Oh, we got a timeout. Fax is using a timeout.
Yeah. Wait. You know the reason that franchise stopped was because of Amazing Spider-Man 2, right?
You said what?
The reason that Andrew Garfield franchise Spider-Man stopped was because of 2. And this is the one with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
You know he's been whacking both of these, right? No Way Home and this one.
Again, I'm kind of building my list. Where are we going with this?
That should have been 10.
No.
All right, timeout's over. Back to Ralphie.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, because for what it's worth, again, good comedic value. I felt like Andrew kind of grew into the role. And the Gwen dying scene when she snaps her neck, that one was the kind of the getter for me. I enjoyed it. It felt like it was very touching, but I hated the ending.
What was the score on Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Oh, 7.5. I was going to get to that. 7.
So you like, hold on, now I get a timeout. So you like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 as much, well, at least last week. And last week, you liked it as much as the Flashpoint Paradox.
Not no more.
I think I like
now
this
you
one
like
more.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 better this week than the Flash.
Yes.
The Flashpoint Paradox.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Timeout's over. Continue. Go ahead.
Anyway,
you got it.
Moving forward, goes into Homecoming.
No, Dre. I don't want to talk to him. I'm appalled right now.
Again, I was tasked with this, and I'm giving my list. So this is what it is. Homecoming was also a very, I think it's right there, right there in the middle. I gave it an 8. I felt like out of all of, hold, please, before you go crazy. Again, in the totality of watching all the films and everything for what it's worth, again, I've watched every Spider-Man. That's where it landed. It is an 8 for me. Again, I'm going in totality. Just
can you say why it's just the 8?
I think, like I said, it was a good stepping stone moving into where we have now. Don't you think? We didn't know what Tom Holland was. I think the script for what it was his naiveness of getting into the whole Spider-Man, trying to be better than what he needed to be. No, you got to dummy it down. Be street level a little bit before we get to
so that scene where he jumps in the back of the car with Michael Keaton, that right there, that's a B movie.
That was all right.
All right, next. What you got next?
Moving forward, okay?
Moving forward.
Goes into Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire. It's yes, indeed.
And what do you score this, Ralphie?
I scored that one in 8 as well.
Oh my God!
This is Doc Ock's first appearance in the Spider-Man.
Exactly. And again, out of the whole ensemble, I felt like that was a good one. Especially when Peter lost his vision and Harry was out here stealing Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying? There was some solid stuff.
Doc Ock's first appearance.
Yeah,
in a movie.
It was an 8.
It was an 8.
Yeah. And so now again, continue to bear with me. You gotta keep walking.
I may not last.
You stumbled.
You stumbled.
We're gonna keep going. I didn't give it a 7, Dre. You see, that's your wait, no. Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a 7.5. Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire was an 8. But we're moving forward.
Hold up. It's only half a point better than the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
In the totality, I'm building. Now moves into our top 3. Number 3 is Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire. Spider-Man number 1, 8.5.
Norman Osborn literally told his son, do what you need to do with her.
Yo.
Then broom her fast. And out of all of that,
the first
you
ever
gave this shit a B.
5.
It had a great track as well too. Okay.
Do what you need to do with her, and then broom her fast. And you gave that shit.
I feel like this is where I'm about to lose.
No, but Ralphie, I'm not even worried about where you're ranking them. It's the score that you're giving.
It's the scores.
Because we keep getting better and better. We keep getting better and better. Now the
Dog,
thing is,
wait, Ralphie,
what's up?
Spider-Man threw a punch at the Green Goblin. This motherfucker caught it and said, "Impressive." You gave this shit a 8.5, a whole point better than Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes. Yes, looking at my list, yeah.
I don't know how.
Now gets to the part where I thought I've already been lost, y'all. This is gonna get kind of crazy.
The last 2 are Tom Holland.
So you got it. You don't you fuck this. There's only, first of all, at this point, you can only rank it one way. I'm more worried about the scores. But if you go out of order, which I think is the last 2, you may not be asked. It'll not be from us. This is going to be from the people. You might get banned from the people. So you be careful. You be careful with these last 2.
Number 2.
Because one of these 2 is higher than they should be.
Number 2
is higher than it should be.
Number 2 goes to No Way Home.
I knew it.
What?
But
what?
No Way Home. Hold on a second. No Way Home, 9.5. 9.5. Again,
the 9.5 I don't have a problem with.
Okay.
It's what you're telling me without you. I mean, you're going to get there. But potentially, the best film you have ranked in this franchise,
which I already know,
is the 10?
Far From Home. It's not a 10. It's a 9.
I'm so confused right now.
And that's the thing. Because
how you have to, your math is blowing my mind.
As much as I wanted to put No Way Home as the top one. Overall, rewatching Far From Home, just the concept of the Mysterio and fucking up Tom Holland's mind completely, that got to me. It was on some like Inception level at that point. It was that good.
Then why not give it the same score?
Because No Way Home just for me still hit home, especially when Aunt May dies, and then seeing Tom Holland like beat the shit out of Goblin, like that one was like right there. But it was just better, but I liked Far From Home more.
Look, Everett, how is a 9.5 lower than a 9?
Bro,
you're asking the questions we all want to know.
Listen, Facts, if you can you run down his list with the scores?
Yes. Let's pull this out real quick because I have it all down on paper.
He had his last
Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield at What was it? 1, 2, 3,
7.
at 8. No, because there's 8 of them. No, I'm sorry. You're right. 7, 7. And he also scored that as a 7.
Okay.
Spider-Man 3, which I'm not even mad at, but it should be low. Also gave that a 7.
Yes, because we got Venom for the first time.
Okay, keep going.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, because Andrew didn't get a trilogy, gets a 7.5.
Much more touching scene. Much more touching.
Bullshit, Jamie Foxx.
Wow. Again, move that aside. More touching scene with Gwen.
Homecoming is the 5th movie on this list.
That's right.
And you gave it an 8.
Yes.
You know there's like 6 10s on this list, right? Okay, whatever. Spider-Man 2. You gave it the 4th in the ranking. First appearance of Doc Ock. And you gave it an 8. The original first Spider-Man movie ever made. Tobey Maguire.
Right.
Number 3. You gave it 8.5.
That's indeed.
No Way Home.
Right.
Put it 2 and gave it a 9.5.
That's right.
Further confused the fuck out of us because at number 1 you gave Far From Home a 9.
Right. That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
Yo, hold on.
There was a rating from worst to great.
Now, let me fact check Ralphie for a second, because we literally did top 10. We did a top 10 10A movies, right?
Yes.
Top 10 A movies.
Yeah.
And in that top 10, he said that No Way Home was a 10. He said No Way Home was a 10.
Yes, but then I was tasked to rewatch all of these movies, and then
you had to rewatch them?
Yes, I rewatched them. I wanted to get the full experience. That's the difference between this. I get the full experience, so I rewatched them all.
You must be giving your woman headaches.
Well, right now, because probably she's telling me.
Where's she at?
She's asleep.
Does she watch these movies with you?
No.
Yeah, so you're just watching them just unsupervised.
Yeah, you can't be unsupervised watching these shits.
Like, I can't.
I'm excited for what my homework is next
At
week.
first,
no. You're purposely doing this shit. You
got to. You
on list 9.5 for number 2 and a 9 for number 1. What the fuck?
That's now and again. Even though you said it was a 10 before, I'm not mad at the 9.5. I'm mad that Far From Home is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever at a 9.
Rewatch it.
It's a great movie.
A great movie.
There was a few minutes I thought it was better than some of these Spider-Man movies, and then I snapped back into my senses. Like, you gave Spider-Man 2. First of all, people still think to this day
that's another event.
One of the greatest superhero movies
was an event.
Ever.
Event.
And you gave it an 8.
Yes.
You gave it an 8.
Yes.
You said this movie is a B. You said
the original was better than that. The original was better.
You gave, all right, let's go back to the original. You gave the original and the sequel B's.
Because again, I'm watching.
So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you by doing these rankings, right? Now, is the rank order fucked up? Yeah, but
it's the scores.
It's the scores.
You told me to rank it from the worst to the best, but then to give it a rating on the side. So yeah, I did just that. I ranked it the worst to the best, and then I gave it the ratings, and that's it. They're two separate subjects, but the same goal.
Where do we send you to work on your ratings? I just feel like There's no consistency. There's no.
I'm
I
excited.
can see
for
if I
next
was the only
week's
one
homework.
puzzled. I can see if I was the only one puzzled. But I'm looking at these comments, and our most loyal watchers and listeners are having migraines, and it's all your fault.
No,
It's because it's clearly too late.
Haas, I think I'm starting to get it. Ralph.
Please,
No,
let
no.
me in.
Ralph.
Let me know.
Ralph,
Hmm.
you mentioned earlier about a classic movie that you said was coming out. Freaky or Friday?
I didn't watch it. I just know that it had a lot of marketing.
Did you watch the first one?
No.
Okay.
So where were we going with that one? Because you missed.
Do you like Disney flicks, Ralphie?
Not so much sometimes, but not really.
No?
Okay.
More Pixar.
Okay, wait. If we would have included the 2 Miles Morales Spider-Man movies, where would they have landed on this list?
Ooh.
Wait. Did you bring up the animated ones?
No, he didn't because it wasn't out.
No. But did you just ask that? I was reading Everett's comment. My bad.
Oh,
what did you just say?
I said if the 2 Miles Morales movies,
yeah, that's what I thought you said. Yeah, where would they fit? And where would you score them?
Would they be at the top of this list?
They would have been Across the Spider-Verse would have been at the top.
Across
the Spider-Verse
would have, and the thing is, the score for Across the Spider-Verse is
that would have been a 10.
Okay. Into the Spider-Verse would have been
that would have been a 9.
Okay. Look, still seems low. But
yeah,
I can respect it.
But again, it literally built from there. It was like, this was elite, but this was a league.
So I'm trying to understand. So do you have a problem like if I see a movie and I'm like, damn, that movie's a 9.5, and then the sequel is just as good, and I'm like, damn, that's another 9.5, but it's building up to something, so I should give it a 10. That's almost that. I'm trying to figure out your algorithm here. Like I'm
trying to figure it out.
Like, should you score it up because it's progressed? Like I'm trying to learn the philosophy. I'm trying to prepare my heart for what you be saying. I don't want to be so shocked all the damn time. Like I'm trying to live a full life.
I'm shocked every time he does it.
So
I was shocked earlier today. Now I'm even more shocked.
Yeah, I can't believe we got all this in one program. That's number one.
Whew.
Like,
Lord.
That's why I'm
excited. Your villainy has went to a whole new level.
Again, I was tasked with homework.
New homework.
My homework.
Now you get new homework.
All right, what's
now you get new homework?
I got my pen and paper here.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. All right, what franchise we got to do facts? We need a franchise because I gotta see how he.
Is that all? Is that all?
Do we got to do
this franchises?
Let's do the franchise. Let's do some type of franchise.
I mean, give me like that was a lot of films that I watched. So give me something like.
So we'll give you. You know what? We'll give you the X-Men films, man.
The X-Men films.
Just the straight. No, not Wolverine. Not Deadpool. Just X-Men 1,
1, 2, 3, Days of Future Past, and
X-Men 3,
and Age of Apocalypse.
First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix.
It's really funny because I'm actually watching them right now. So, all right, this kind of aligns right into my program.
I would love to see your scores on this because I know I'm going to be pissed. If it's anything like this, I know I'm going to be pissed, but I might be more prepared for it.
Because there's a lot of ass on that list.
Yeah,
I know. Trust me.
But I gotta see how you're ranking these things, man, because they don't have much of a build up. So that philosophy you had is not going to work this time.
I know. It's gonna be interesting.
There's a lot of butt on that list.
Can't.
All right,
I can't.
All right, so
we're gonna end it. We gotta end this show.
While we giving Ralphie some brand new homework for next week, of course, next week we will be talking about Peacemaker season 2, which will be debuting in a couple of days. We'll be doing a spoiler-filled review because it's going to be in correlation and a bridge after Superman, because of course Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl are both going to be in Peacemaker season 2, and if anybody's watched the trailers, Peacemaker is going to be entering an alternate universe where it's actually fucking nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, myself, Haas, Ralphie, and his horrible homework.
Oh, God.
We will see you guys next week. Party nerds go.
Party nerds, party nerds, party nerds.